Okay, so this is gonna be a pretty short video, I think, because it's very specific. I have this friend on Facebook who is always saying like incredibly racist stuff, right? Like just like ridiculous. Like you just don't encounter it in the 21st century. Just stuff about Negroes and blowing up Mexicans and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, and it's dumb, obviously. I mean, I'm not racist, and I'm not approving of racism in any sense, right? I don't approve of racism. But am I still this guy's Facebook friend? Yeah. But I call him my actual friend? Well, I don't know him well enough. I've only met him like one time in person. Um, but yeah, I'd say I would have no problem. Put it this way: I'd have no problem saying that's my friend. And somebody might be like, "Well, but he's such a big racist." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity employer. I'm friends with people who are stupid in lots of different ways. I'm stupid in my own ways too, right? I mean, you might have some belief that I think is wrong. Doesn't mean I'm going to be offended by it. That's the crazy thing, right? People get so offended by beliefs. They get offended by statements of belief, or they get offended by words too easily, frankly. I mean, I understand that words are the most powerful things in the universe. They are the source of everything, basically. The source of all progress, you know? Like, they're why. They're why humans are not. Don't experience the same lives generation after generation. That's a good explanation. I like that. Language is why human beings don't experience the same kind of life generation after generation, or the same lives. You know, because you look at like an anteater or something. Well, its life is very much the same as its grandfathers and its great grandfathers and its million great grandfathers. And it's not the case at all for human beings. It's because of language, because of the permanence that it gives to individual human experience. It makes it portable and permanent. Well, portability and permanence, I mean, the portability comes from the permanence because it's a time object, so it would dissipate into nothing if if it weren't maintained through agency. That's not what I want to talk about, though. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the racist Facebook friend. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm friends with a racist. So, who cares? It doesn't mean I'm a racist. It doesn't mean I approve of the position. He's not out lynching people either. I mean, look, the thing is this. It's like, you know, it's just some random dude like me, except he's happened to choose to work a certain angle that I would say is both ill-advised and a little bit silly. But I will also say this about the guy: sometimes he's funny as hell. That's why he's my Facebook friend mostly. Some of his shit is so funny. Not necessarily all the racist stuff, okay? I mean, very few of the racist things do I find funny. Occasionally I find one of the racist things funny because it's got a clever engine underneath it, you know? Like, for example, here's a racist joke that I think is funny. Um, I wasn't paying attention one day. This is me telling the joke, okay? I wasn't paying attention one day and I rear-ended somebody. And I got on an Asian couple. So the cop pulled up and he looked at us and he's like, "What did they do? Back into you?" Right? It's a racist joke because it's about Asians can't drive, but um, it's funny. It's clever, you know. I like it. It's a good joke. It's not hateful. Um, but the point is, even when I don't. That's the other thing is I don't see JJ ever getting hateful. Or did I say? I don't know if I was supposed to say his name or not. I don't know. I'm just talking about JJ. So, I don't know if he ever seen him get too hateful. I mean, yeah, sure, he advocates blowing up with nuclear bombs everything from the southern U.S. border to Antarctica. Sure, he does. Does he really? If you said, here, if you push this button, you can make that happen, would he actually do it? I'm pretty sure he would not. Because, for one thing, he's a smart guy and he understands that that would be a lot of radioactivity that would pour on us. So, you know, I don't know what to think about this guy except he's interesting. I like him. The little bit that I've interacted with him, I like him, and so I don't care if he's racist. No, it's not me. You know, I mean, he's not doing really any damage. If anything, all he's doing is being like this thing that outraged, righteous people can get indignant about, and bond over their shared rejection of those antiquated worldviews or something like that. You know. So I don't know, whatever. That's my take on it. And if you think it's wrong of me to be friends with a racist, then I encourage you to comment because I'm gonna put a link to this video on Facebook. Okay? Thanks.